Good afternoon, good evening to one and all. On behalf of Indian Society of Wheat Science and ICAR-Directorate of Wheat Research, Jabalpur, I, Dr. Yogita Gharde, coordinator of this training program, extend a very warm welcome to all the dignitaries, panelists, and participants to the valedictory session of this 10-day national training program on smart weed management for sustainable agriculture. So during last 10 days, participants have learned different aspects of smart weed management, including burning topics like herbicide resistance, different digital technologies like drone sensors, and other smart approaches from eminent experts of India and abroad. So on this occasion, it is my privilege to welcome our esteemed chief guest of today's valedictory session, Dr. A.N. Rao, sir, Chief Editor of Indian Journal of Wheat Science. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
I take this opportunity to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. J.S. Mishra, sir, Director, ICAR-DWR, Jabalpur, and past President, Indian Society of Wheat Science. Welcome, sir. We warmly welcome our President, Indian Society of Wheat Science and Course-Director of this training program, Dr. T.K. Das, sir. Secretary, Indian Society of Wheat Science and Course-Director of this training program, Dr. V.K. Choudhary, sir. Dr. Jitendra Soni, Co-Coordinator, our resource person, Dr. Dubey, sir, Geeta Madam, and participants joined us from different parts of the country. So I welcome you all. So now I invite our course director, Dr. V.K. Choudhary, sir, for presenting a summary report of this training program. Sir.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Yogita. Pleasant good evening and warm welcome to the valedictory program of 10-day national training on smart weed management for sustainable agriculture, which is scheduled from 1st to 10th September of 2025. It's jointly organized by Indian Society of Wheat Science and the ICAR-Directorate of Wheat Research, Jabalpur. It is an honor and a proud privilege to welcome chief guest of today's valedictory program, respected Dr. A.N. Rao, sir, Editor-in-Chief, Indian Journal of Wheat Science, and Lifetime Achievement Awardee of Indian Society of Wheat Science. On behalf of ICAR-Directorate of Wheat Research, Jabalpur, and Indian Society of Wheat Science, and my own behalf, I welcome you, sir, for this valedictory program. I am delighted to welcome a guest of honor of valedictory program, Dr. J.S. Mishra, Director, ICAR-Director of Wheat Research, Jabalpur, and immediate past President, Indian Society of Wheat Science. And I also welcome Professor T.K. Das, President, Indian Society of Wheat Science, Professor at ICAR New Delhi, and Course Director of this training program. I am happy to welcome Course Coordinator, Dr. Yogita, and Co-Coordinator, Dr. Jiten, for this valedictory program. And I also welcome our Office Manager, Gyaninder, and all the our panelists, resource person, all the office bearers from Indian Society of Wheat Science, and our colleagues from ICAR-Directorate of Wheat Research, Jabalpur, and all the participants. I welcome you all for this valedictory program. Regarding this training program, I would like to apprise the audible dais for the day. Altogether, there was 463 number of participants they have registered. Sir, I would like to mention that we got the excellent response from the participants. Meanwhile, we were getting the frequent request from the participants to open the link so that they can register. But as we have some limitations, so we stopped at 450. But despite that, due to frequent reminder from various sources, they tried us and requested. So we could accommodate 463 number of participants. So out of this 463 number of participants, 193 are from researchers, and from industry side, they are technical officer and extension functionaries, and 170 participants are students. So based on the participation, we can say the subject is very important, and they really understand that weed is a major problem in their area, and they wanted to learn the new things about weed management. Therefore, they participate in training program. And As far as this training program is concerned, on the first day, the inaugural program was held, where chief guest was our director, beloved director, Dr. G.S. Mishra Sahab, and our president, Indian Society of Wheat Science, Dr. T.K. Das Sahab was there. And apart from that, various esteemed wheat scientists, they also joined us. And after inaugural program, sir, as per the need of the training, we took that test. We asked 20 multiple choice questions, and all the participants they participated in that. And in this training, altogether, sir, we have we have scheduled rather 23 number of lectures, and we have achieved our target. To do so, sir, we have requested scientists from across the globe. Five scientists from abroad, they have shared their insight and their experiences on weed management on various aspects. And scientists from five ICR institutes and three state agriculture universities, and also from industry side today, Dr. P.J. Suresh, he shared his thought on industry perspective of weed management. So, sir, in this training program, we have covered various aspects where weed management in frontiers area of agriculture, challenges, opportunity, and research need, and parasitic weeds and mechanized weed management, herbicide resistance, persistency, degradation, herbicide tolerant crop and weed management, and their role is in weed management, and various cropping systems, cereals, pulses, oil seeds, vegetables, organic farming, natural farming, and similarly in cereal-based cropping system, and application of digital technology for weed recognition and management, and this weed utilization aspect by Dr. Nimal Chandra, senior weed scientist from Australia, biological weed control, and millets crop, and similarly this herbicide interaction, climate change and crop weed interaction, and herbicide efficacy, that also we covered, and nano urea in weed management. Almost whatever we have scheduled, we covered all those aspects. And the eminent speaker, they have shared their valuable insight on this. And sir, today, just immediately after my lecture, we had that post-evaluation session. So on the first day of the result was around 77% of score our participant they received. And for the post-evaluation, it is 93.2%. So there is a significant improvement. So overall, 16.2% of knowledge gain we have recorded, which is very significant. So every day, sir, based on the number of lecture, we ask 3 questions per lecture, and all our participants they attempted all those questions, and the response was quite satisfactory. So these are the brief about this training program, but of course the vote of thanks will be in the later part, but it's my duty to convey sincere thanks to some of the important people. As a sports director, it's my moral duty to thank our director, Dr. G.S. Mishra Sahab, and President of the Indian Society of Wheat Science, Dr. T.K. Das Sahab. They believed on us and they have given full freedom to us to organize this training program in befitting manner, and we tried our level best. It will be shared by participant only, but we think that whatever things we had, we try to serve in the best manner. So thanks to both of you, sir, for believing on us. And I must thanks all the resource person. As per schedule, they came even from Australia and the US. Time was so odd, but still they accepted our invitation and shared their whatever the experience they had. So I must thanks to them and resource person of India as well. So again, for participant side, I would like to request all the participants who are not the life member of the society. I would like to take this opportunity to request them to become a life member of the society, Indian Society of Wheat Science. So we have WhatsApp group. It will be remain open for few more days. So whoever want to become a life member, please shoot us either mail or send us the text mail. Even you can contact the state councillor. All the details are there in your website. And you all know that the importance to become a member of the life member of the society. You will be the life member, you will get the more advantages of the society. So I will not tell much about it, but there are many advantages of to become a life member of the society. So I request by using this platform, I'm requesting, and also request all the participants, whoever is working on the weed management aspect, kindly write a good paper and submit to our journal, Indian Journal of Weed Science. So this is my humble submission to all of you. So before concluding, I would like to again thanks to our participants for their overwhelming response, and also thanks to head of their institution, because they understood the subject, weed is how much this weed is important. So by understanding the subject, they have allowed the participant to take part in this course, this training program. So I must thanks to all of them. So if any kind of problem or participant, if you are facing during your working, so kindly shoot us mail, don't hesitate, feel free. We will try to solve those issues jointly. And if you our mail or contact number, if you are not having right now, so all the details are available in our website. You kindly visit our ICAR-Directorate.org.in. All the details you will get. Every scientist details are there. So to whoever you feel which is important person, so kindly contact us and shoot us mail. Definitely we will respond and try to solve the problem. So if any kind of shortfall was there from our side, I beg pardon and sorry for that. Based on your feedback, we'll try our level best to improve our this training program. This is the third in series. First, we started with the 6 days, and based on the request from the participant from last 2 years, we are doing for 10 days. And with your all cooperation, again, we will be with you next year. But again, I take the privilege and utilize this opportunity that Indian Society of Wheat Science is going to organize 4th International Wheat Science Wheat Conference at PAU Ludhiana next year. I don't know how many of you will be participating in next year training program, but get ready for that. If you're working in the weed management, kindly take part in that and submit your abstract, and we'll meet there at PAU Ludhiana. This is all from my side. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thanks, Doctor.
Thank you very much, sir. Now it's time to get feedback from our participants. So please, participants, you raise your hand so that we can get your feedback. Ms. Mahua Banerjee, this is for feedback, not for any question, because we are, this is a valedictory session. Ms. Mahua Banerjee, unmute yourself.
Yes, good evening. So thank you very much for this program. I also attended previous courses as well, and like before the other session, it is very much informative and very helpful, and it is an opportunity for me to listen for my sir. I have done class of Tikeda sir, so it is again an opportunity to learn again from them and update my knowledge from them. So I like attending this training course, and one thing I just want to is if some material kind of thing is provided, means hard copy type of material, because earlier also I attended in Jabalpur, so that time I got hard copy material, so still it is very much helpful. Whenever I take classes, I do go back to that material again. So if that kind of thing is provided, because I know in YouTube if these things are available, these lectures are available, that is very good, but even then the hard copy material matters a lot to us when we are taking the classes. So if ISWS look after this, then that would be of great help. If we can have to, if we have to purchase, then also that is a very good option, I think. So thank you very much for such a very detailed. It covered many aspects of the weed management, and not only the main thing, but means the advanced technologies. That is very helpful, because many of my students are also attending. So if they can update their knowledge and they can do good research in that, then that would be a very good thing for the entire nation, I think. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. We are going to put this recordings on our website, so you can get it. Other participant, you also can raise your hand for your feedback. So Dr. Jay Kumar, please unmute yourself.
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to, first of all, thank to the DWSR team, Dr. T.K. Das sir, Dr. V.K. Choudhary sir, Gyanendra ji, Dr. Yogita ma'am, and Dr. J.K. Soni, who have conducted such a beautiful and knowledge-provoking and brainstorming type of this training program, wherein we have been from since long our knowledge with respect to the recent advancement in digital technologies related and the other conservation agriculture related some new technologies being developed for the weed management. So in this case, first, Dr. Muthu Kumar, who from Texas, United States, who have delivered their lecture on the digital technologies for weed recognition and its management. And then one of the best this lecture was by Dr. Bhuller sir, who gave their lecture on smart weed management in conservation agriculture, which I like the most one. And at the same time, the management of parasitic weeds by Dr. J.S. Mishra sir. There are others also, smart technologies in mechanized weed management. Dr. Simranjit Kaur also gave delivered her lecture on the resistant herbicides, which is also very important information which we have gathered during this training program. It is definitely updation of the knowledge. Besides, some new new ideas also have developed for the future mode of our job to perform in the near future to in this relation to the climate change. So because climate is definitely, we are talking of the climate change there, and there is increase in temperature, there is increase in carbon dioxide. So definitely C3 plants, weeds are becoming more aggressive in near future. And how we can check those these problems in the near future with these climate change. Definitely it's a very this thought provoking and really I have so far as myself is concerned, I have already updated my knowledge. Thank you for all of you for this arranging such kind of trainings, and I do prefer that these kind of training should also be there for updation of the knowledge as well as some new ideas which definitely generated during these trainings programs. So I once for all, I thank you all for this training, and myself, Dr. Jay Kumar Kapoor from SQUAS Jammu, and I did my MSc Agriculture, PhD Agriculture under Dr. Anil Kumar sir. You know that he's a fellow of this society. Dr. M.S. Buller took my PhD Viva even during my PhD program. So thank you all. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jayakumar, for your positive feedback. Then next, Mr. Yusuf Khan. Please unmute yourself. Please unmute yourself, Mr. Yusuf Khan. Okay, so we'll move further. Now I invite Dr. T.K. Das sir, President Indian Society of Wheat Science and Course Director of this training program, for his address. Dr. Das sir.
The participant feedback, no other?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Yogita. Respected and honorable and Dr. N. Rao Saab, chief guest of today's valedictory function, as well as our editor-in-chief of the Indian Journal of Wheat Science, Lifetime Achievement Awardee, and a distinguished personality in the field of wheat science, Dr. J.S. Mishra, the director, guest of honor, and director of Wheat Research Jabalpur, another luminary personality in the field of wheat science. And I welcome him also as guest of honor. So both of them, I welcome both of them. Along with them, I also welcome Dr. V.K. Choudhary, secretary and course director of this 10 days training program on smart weed management. Dr. Yogita and Dr. Jitender, course co-coordinator, Mr. Ganender, Dr. Dubey Saab, I think Dr. Dubey is also there, Dr. Ken Gita, those who are saying, but I could not see all because only the names are, I'm seeing, that's why I'm telling. But none is left. All are welcome to this. Already it has been welcome several times by my predecessor speaker. So you all are welcome. This validatory function of this 10 days training program on smart food management for sustainable agriculture. And also I welcome most important functionary or most important component, or I should say most important this aspect, most important thing, or most important this of the training. They are the luminary figure or the central figure, the most important central figure of this training program, our beloved participant. Our beloved participant, they are the central figure of this training program. So I welcome all of them. And with this, I think, and also other ladies and gentlemen, whosoever joined in these validatory functions, I welcome all of you. None cannot be, all cannot be mentioned, but none is forgotten. So all are welcome. So, because dear participants, because I was listening from the beginning and what Yogita told and Dr. Choudhary told, I think Dr. Choudhary has given a very, very vast and I think very, very broad overview of this training program and what has been already done in this 10 days training program and what are the lectures delivered, how many participants are there, and your wholehearted participation, because you are really like anything, not like in other training program, although it is online virtual, but your presence, attendance has been recorded, and there is overwhelming response from your side. That's really pleases me. That really pleases me much, and I appreciate this organizer also, our society DWR authority, that their wholehearted benevolent support was there. And that's why this training could have been so successful and overwhelming response from the participant. And they are at least satisfied lot. They are satisfied. Their expectation for this training program or from this training program, I think it is to the greater extent satisfied, fulfilled, or their purpose has been, I think, achieved. They have achieved their purpose of this thing. So I don't want to prolong this thing, but I want to tell you, dear friend, dear, particularly I am just targeting the participants. They are younger lot, and they are the future generation of weed science of this country, and they will pursue with research in future. For them, I want to tell you something, dear friend, dear participants. You see, the term is called weed science. There are many subjects. Science is not there. Our subject is called weed science. Really, science is there. You remember, there is science is there. If you remember, in weed science, science is there. In some subject, there are many subjects, science is not there. But in our weed science, science is there. And you have to extract that science from weed science. From weed and weed research, you have to extract that science. And how you can extract. Because you see, weed science, you do research. Just I take research, teaching, and extension. In research, if you see in weed research, so you can do research from molecular level, like herbicide resistant gene level. So you can do research from gene level to field level. In the field level, so you can do research. So there is a huge science involved in weed research, weed science. So from gene level, you can go to field level, to the farmers level. So that sort of research we have to do. We can pursue in our weed science. and you have been exposed to this sort of areas of research during this 10 days training program. Several learned speakers have taught you or have discussed all these things to you, and you have been exposed, and you have at least learned this thing. I know you have learned this thing, but question is how we will pursue this sort of research, and how, because your field of research sometimes may be different, but those who are really keen to pursue this research, they can do. And now weed science is a very high-fi research. Weed science research is a very high-fi research, and that research you have to carry it out not like this traditional research, but you have to do like your precision weed management using this AI, your robot, your drone, how this drone can be functional, how these are a lot of science, a lot of research needed. That responsibility is rested on you, shouldered on you. You have to do that sort of research in the near future, in the coming years. You have to do. So you have to make these newer technologies, precision weed management techniques to be functional, to be adopted by the farmer. For that, we need to do a lot of research. You know, only one herbicide so far approved by the government, that is bispyruvate sodium, to be sprayed by drone. But we can have many herbicides. Now, nano herbicides, this also we have to make functional, and it will be there to increase the efficiency level of herbicides, to increase the efficiency of weed management. All these cases we need to do that sort of research, and for that reason I am telling a lot of research to be done. Teaching also. Earlier, you see, weed science course was elective in your BS Agriculture ICAR course syllabus. Now they have again reverted back, and they have made now again weed science is a compulsory course in our BS Agriculture course curriculum. So now from 6th Dean Committee onward, now 6th Dean Committee has come, and from 2024-25 batch onward, again 6th Dean Committee is in vogue, and so that weed management course has been reintroduced as a compulsory course. So weed science is being taught at the undergraduate level, and again in the graduate, postgraduate, that is MSc PhD level also, that is being taught. That teaching, now teaching also, but teaching is not so easy in weed science also. That's what I'm telling. I told research is also not easy. Research is also not, teaching also not that easy. So how to do teaching? How to motivate the student to come, to do research, to know, to have knowledge on weed science. So for that, also the responsibility is rested on us. These are our learned speaker, learned scientist, our these senior faculties or senior teachers. They should have to make those younger generation to be involved in weed science courses, weed science research and this. So teaching should be very, very motivating teaching should be there. Teaching should be to attract the talent of the student, to attract, to extract the inner potential of the student. That way, teaching should be advocated, teaching should be given to the student, so that student get more attracted towards weed science. So teaching also has to be very, very fruitful and very, very, what should I say? I think it should be attractive. So now coming to extension. Whole extension, you see, weed science, to make weed science, to take weed science to the farmer level, lot of extension you have to do. So our responsibility, we have to do research, we have to do teaching, we have to do extension. Extension, there are many people doing extension, but once they are doing that sort of extension work, so then our technology, because I told you weed science is there. Herbicide application, suppose if you tell to the students, so that told to the farmers. So there are a lot of things are there before from herbicide in the laboratory or at your research institute to the farmer field. So that application delivery mechanism has to be very, very perfect. As herbicide is responsible for efficiency, so as the application procedure is responsible for efficiency. Your application, your dose and other thing, if it is not accurate and what should I say, it is accurate or up to the mark, then again your herbicide alone cannot achieve the higher weed control efficiency. So application efficiency also. So for that reason, I think this training would make you very, very exposed to those sort of things. Also, there are some, I think lecture might have been there. So those are the things. And these are research teaching extension I told. Apart from that, some challenges in the my inaugural lecture or speech I also told. But still, in brief, I just want to tell you, first, foremost and biggest challenge to us nowadays is climate change. Climate change is our weed control practices, weed control methods, weed control, whatever I'm telling, even smart weed management also, all would be nullified, not nullified, it will be reduced. Their efficiency, everything would be reduced because of this climate change effect. And climate change have lot of implications, not only on weed and crop, it will have implication on the below ground microflora and fauna, and also herbicide residue in soil, water, and cropland. Although we are dead sure that hardly herbicide residue in our crop straw or grain or crop produce is hardly found, but still there are many herbicides we may have that they are residue. So this sort of research in the climate change era, total from soil to plant to environment. So in weed science, like soil, plant, atmosphere continuum. Soil, plant, and atmosphere continuum will be taken in totality for weed science research. So when we apply herbicides, we have to take care of soil, we have to take care of the plant, crop plant, take care of we have to control the weed, and address the environmental implication. So those things also there should need to be done. So those sort of challenges are there. Precision weed management already I told. So AI, robot, whatever they are, we are now gradually it will be introduced in our weed science research, in our agriculture. Gradually it will be introduced. Sooner or later it will come, and it will be. So for that we should be ready, and we have to do research on this AI tool, AI. So many algorithms related to weed management, herbicide application, so many things we need to prepare. And our younger lot, I really request you, I advise you, it will be a very, very fantastic opportunity for you people to try to pursue research on this area for weed management, this precision weed management using AI technology. AI means simply you have to have the statistical tool, you have to prepare the algorithm, but for that you need huge data set. So that data set you have to generate, or you have to take from here and there, just like meta-analysis. People are doing meta-analysis for 50 years, for 30 years data. Same way you have to do so for AI technology, you have to do this algorithm, and you have to prepare. Then that will be very, very useful. Then efficient broad spectrum herbicide, and already Dr. Mishra had given lecture. Parasitic weed, invasive weed like Parthenium, Lantana, so many invasive weeds. They will, because as long as crop would be there, soil would be there, your environment, agriculture would be there, weed would be there. No one can totally, because our samambonam, our motto is to maintain or preserve the biodiversity. So we can finish weed also some. So if you go for total eradication, total sterilization of the soil. So we cannot do total sterilization or eradication of the soil. If we do it, our crop also cannot be grown there. Crop won't germinate in that soil if we totally sterilize the soil. So that's why it is not intended. We don't want it. It is not at all advisable. So we have to manage weed at certain level, and managing weed, like biological control, managing weed and growing crop. So that sort of activity we are resorting, and has to be done. And for that reason, so we have to be very, very careful because we have to maintain the biodiversity, preserving the biodiversity, soil biodiversity, your above ground biodiversity, plant biodiversity. For that reason, so herbicidal research has to be very, very tuned towards very specific and threshold level weed management. What we are resorting to integrated weed management or integrated pesticide weed management, all these things. So these are then transgenic also, because transgenic not allowed, but we can have our non-GMO or non-transgenic genetically modified crop, and we already, you know, all this for rice, for wheat, as wheat is coming, maize is coming, for chickpea, non-transgenic genetically modified crop is also likely to come sooner or later, and then also maize, chickpea, and then pea also maybe, but rice has already come, wheat is coming. Then your there are so many other things, because time is last one. I should say public-private partnership. Public-private for our wheat research, we alone may not be able. So there will be people called PPP, public-private partnership. I say public-private, farmers and scientist partnership. There should be public, private, like that, farmer, scientist participation. And also, sometimes, if our government can make some pest control authority like that, some organization, our Indian Society of Weed Science we are having, but that is non-governmental. Some governmental organization like pest control authority, there are some important functionaries like those who are very knowledgeable, and there's persons who have a lot of practical experience for spraying, for herbicide, that sort of people engaged. And if we can have some pest control organization like the pest control authorities there, so that sort of things, so then herbicide application and its efficiency can be ensured. Because many times we are applying herbicide, farmers are applying herbicides, their efficiency, sometimes some untoward incidents also takes place. That sort of thing may not be there. Crop toxicity or crop phytotoxicity can be prevented, and our efficiency of herbicide can be increased. So that way, that will be very, very useful. With this, I think I should say this training, whatever the training has been organized by this Indian Society of Weed Science and the Director of Weed Research, is really, I think it will be very, very useful, fruitful, and you might have learned a lot out of this training program. And I expect that you will try to utilize these expertise, whatever you have earned, whatever you have gained from this training program in your future career and future research, future teaching or extension, wherever you are involved. Maybe you are in research, maybe teaching or extension, or maybe some other organization in your corporate sector, you may be there, corporate sector, all will be benefited from this training program. And with this, I thank you all. Thank you all once again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring words. Now it's a matter of great honor, a privilege for me to invite our guest of honor, Dr. G.S. Mishra, sir, Honorable Director, ICAR-Directorate of Weed Research and past President of Society, for his address.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Yogita, the Honorable Chief Guest of this very valedictory function, Dr. A.N. Rao Saab, the senior most weed scientist and editor-in-chief of the Indian Journal of Weed Science, the president of the society, Dr. T.K. Das Saab, the secretary, Dr. Choudhary, Dr. Yogita, Dr. Soni Saab, the other members of this organizing this training program. The panelist, I could see Dr. Dubey is there, the past secretary of the society, Dr. Geeta is there, and many more people are there. And my dear participants, because they are the more as Dr. Das said, that they are the central point, center of this whole training program. So good evening, one and all. In fact, I express my sincere thanks to the organizers for inviting me for this valedictory function as a guest of honor. It was a joint training program, collaborative training program of the ICAR-Directorate of Weed Research and Indian Society of Weed Science, which came to an end today after completing a successful 10 days. And I think, as Dr. Choudhary said in the beginning, that there were 463 participants, and they included students, technical officers, and the scientists. So it looks that, and everybody agrees that weed science is important for everyone, whether they are the scientists, they are the students, or they are the technical persons engaged in the field of weed management. So on this occasion, I must congratulate the organizers also for providing a very in-depth knowledge to our participants. Because by means of online training program, it is a very good means that by this way we are able to include many learned weed scientists from overseas. Otherwise, it is not possible to when we do as a physical training program. But there are certain limitations. When we do physical training program, at least we can make some practical, because in weed science, when we deal in training program in weed science, so practical aspect is equally important, like how to calibrate the sprayer, or how to take weed observation, how to identify different weeds. So of course that is not possible in the physical mode, in the virtual mode, but both cannot be happen together. So I think this is the best way to organize the online training programs in virtual mode and involve many learned weed scientists of the globe, and also many participants. So I must say the knowledge, whatever aspects in weed science, we all know that weeds were there, weeds are there, and weeds will remain there in future also. So we cannot live without weeds. So we have to manage weeds and we have to live with weeds. So this training program certainly going to help that how best we can manage the weeds so that our production system, our ecological system remain in balance and we cannot be affected at the adverse effect of the weeds. And I must say that the knowledge gained by the training in this training program by all the participants. So I think it will be serving very much to the participant for their future endeavors, whether they are in the field of research, or as a technical officers who are actually in the field for the management of weeds, or even for the students who are proposing the research proposals for the MSc program, PhD program, or even when they are joining as a scientist or researchers in public or private sectors. So I think this training program, with the recent advancement in the weed management, it is going to help them for the future endeavors. So I look forward for their positive impact of this training program in their future endeavors. And I must thank you all and wish you a very successful future wherever you are in the weed science. So thank you very much once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your kind gesture and inspiring words. Now it's time to listen our chief guest, Dr. N. Rao, sir. It is a matter of great honor, privilege for me to invite our chief guest for his words on this day.
Thank you, Dr. Yogita. At the outset, I wish to thank the organizers for inviting me as a chief guest for the valedictory session of this training program conducted by DWR and Indian Society of Weed Science, the National Training on Smart Weed Management for Sustainable Agriculture. I congratulate for inviting, and also I congratulate for Dr. J.S. Mishra, Director DWR, Dr. T.K. Das, and Dr. Vika Choudhary, course directors, Dr. Yogita, Dr. Soni, course coordinator and course co-coordinator, and Mr. Gyanendra, the manager, for making this training program as a grand success through their efforts in planning and in implementing. I can see the success in the participants' participation in the discussion and also in excellent presentations the trainers have given. Congratulations to you all. I trust that all the participants got immensely benefited by this training program that DWR and ISWS have conducted. Having trained, the real question is how to make this knowledge useful, or how to take this knowledge to the farmers. What next? This question needs to be answered. So I will try to express my opinion on these aspects. What criteria need to be adopted for the selection of the components of the technology that we have learned during this program, and how you will be taking forward in your research or extension programs. Because ultimately the farmers need to get benefited by the technology and scientific knowledge that we gained from these programs, training programs like this. I'll try to explain my point of view in a few words for the next 3-4 minutes. The answer is there in the word technology. If you take each letter of the word technology, you will find the answer yourself. In my opinion, the T is for technology smart. Every one of us need to ask the question, is the technology smart? Is the technology proved to be effective in managing weeds in the region we are working? Next letter, E. Is it economically smart? Will it be beneficial to the farmers to improve his net income and livelihood? The next letter, C. Is the technology climate resilient and smart? Will it work under varying climates and under the scenario of climate change? Next, letter H. Is it habitat smart? Will the technology work in the habitat in which we are working? Next is N. Is the technology need-based? Is the technology based on the farmer's needs or based on our research interest? It should always be based on the farmer's needs. And it should be able to solve the farmer's location-specific weed problems. The next letter is O. Will the technology optimize the resources used? Because the resources are becoming less and less and becoming more costly. So the technology should be helpful to the farmers in improving the resource use efficiency. Next letter, L. Does the technology have the ability for large-scale adoption? L stands for large-scale adaptability. Does it improve the livelihood of the farmers in large scale? Next letter, O. Is it operationally easier? The technology needs to be operationally easier to the farmers. Next letter, G. It should be gender neutral and gender inclusive. Can the technology be adopted irrespective of the gender or the farmer and be benefited to the farmer irrespective of the farmer's gender? Then lastly, Y. Youth empowering smart. Does the technology got the potentiality to empower the rural youth? The rural youth, several unemployed rural youth are there in the rural villages, and the technology which we are developing or which we are extending should have the potentiality to empower the rural youth. Thus, you need to ask the question on the technology, whether it is technologically smart, economically smart, climate resilient smart, habitat smart, need-based smartness, optimizing resources use smart, large-scale adaptability smartness, operational easiness smartness, gender inclusive smartness, and youth empowering smartness. Once you got the answer to these questions, you will you will know yourself on which area you need to focus and do your extension activities or the research activities, and which technology you need to transmit to the farming community. With these few words, I wish to thank again the organizers, and thank you all the participants for your the excellent participation. And I have attended some of the presentations too, and I was impressed by your activeness in participating in the discussions, and I congratulate you for completion of this training program, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your insightful and inspiring words. And we are grateful for your presence in this session. Thank you, sir. Now we have come to the end of this session. So before we conclude, I would like to invite Dr. Jitendra Kumar Soni, Course Co-Coordinator of the training program, to propose vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening to all. Respected chief guest of the today's function, guest of honor, course directors, distinguished resource persons, and dear participant. On the behalf of organizing team, I extend my heartfelt thanks to everyone for making 10 days national training on smart weed management for sustainable agriculture a great success. With sincere thanks to our chief guest, Dr. N. Rao sir, Chief Editor, Indian Journal of Weed Science, guest of honor, Dr. J.S. Mishra sir, ex-president, Indian Society of Weed Science and Director, ICAR-Directorate Jabalpur, for their valuable presence, guidance, and encouraging words. My special thanks to Dr. T.K. Das sir, President, ISWS and Course Director, and Dr. V.K. Choudhary sir, Course Director, and Dr. Yogita Gharde madam, Course Coordinator and Treasurer, Indian Society of Weed Science, for their mentorship, continuous support for this throughout this program. Our sincere gratitude to all the 23 resource persons for generous sharing of their expertise, experiences, and time. Special thanks to our international experts, Dr. Prashant Jha sir from LSU, USA, Muthu Kumar sir from Texas, USA, Virendra Kumar sir from Erie, Philippines, Nimal Chandrasena sir from APWS, Australia, Gulshan Mahajan sir from University of Queensland, Australia. Our national expert, Dr. T.K. Das sir, Dr. J.S. Mishra sir, Dr. Raju sir, Dr. Subham ma'am, Dr. Simarjit Kaur ma'am, Dr. Bullar sir, Sushil sir, Dubey sir, Chokar sir, Dr. P.K. Mukherjee sir, Dr. Geeta ma'am, Narendra Kumar sir, Murli sir, T.J. Suresh sir from Bayer Crop Science, Dr. K. Ramesh sir, Dr. V.K. Choudhary sir, Dr. C.R. Chetan sir, and Dr. Srikant Desari for your valuable presentation. We also thanks to all the participants for their enthusiasm, curiosity, and active involvement. This made this training highly interactive and productive also. We also thanks for their guide, in charges, head, directors for giving their necessary permission to attend this training. Our special appreciation goes to Dr. Gyanendra, Office Manager, ISWS, and Mr. Daud, ICAR-Directorate, for meticulous efforts behind the scene that make ensuring the smooth conduct of all activities. I am thankful to all the office bearer of ISWS for support and help. Finally, I must thank to all the person who helped for this training directly or indirectly to make this training great success. We hope the knowledge and insight gained here will contribute significantly for advancing smart and sustainable weed management and agriculture. Thank you all once again.
Thank you all. Thank you very much and have a great time ahead.